October 20th, 2024, 29th Sunday in Ordinary Time.
A reading from the book of the prophet Isaiah. The Lord was pleased to crush him in infirmity. If he gives his life as an offering for sin, he shall see his descendants in a long life, and the will of the Lord shall be accomplished through him. Because of his affliction, he shall see the light and fullness of days. Through his suffering, my servant shall justify many, and their guilt he shall bear. The word of the Lord.
Justice and right, of the kindness of the Lord the earth is full. Lord, let your mercy be on us, as we place our trust in you. See, the eyes of the Lord are upon those who fear him, upon those who hope for his kindness, to deliver them from death and preserve them in spite of famine. Lord, let your mercy be on us, as we place our trust in you. Our soul waits for the Lord, who is our help and our shield. May your kindness, O Lord, be upon us, who have put our hope in you. Lord, let your mercy be on us, as we place our trust in you.
A reading from the letter to the Hebrews. Brothers and sisters, since we have a great high priest who has passed through the heavens, Jesus, the Son of God, let us hold fast to our confession. For we do not have a high priest who is unable to sympathize with our weaknesses, but one who has similarly been tested in every way, yet without sin. So let us confidently approach the throne of grace to receive mercy and to find grace for timely help. The word of the Lord.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark. James and John, the sons of Zebedee, came to Jesus and said to him, "Teacher, we want you to do for us whatever we ask of you." He replied, "What do you wish me to do for you?" They answered him, "Grant that in your glory we may sit, one at your right and the other at your left." Jesus said to them, "You do not know what you are asking. Can you drink the cup that I drink, or be baptized with the baptism with which I am baptized?" They said to him, "We can." Jesus said to them, "The cup that I drink you will drink, and with the baptism with which I am baptized you will be baptized. But to sit at my right or at my left is not mine to give, but is for those for whom it has been prepared." When the 10 heard this, they became indignant at James and John. Jesus summoned them and said to them, "You know that those who are recognized as rulers over the Gentiles lord it over them, and their great ones make their authority over them felt. But it shall not be so among you. Rather, whoever wishes to be great among you will be your servant. Whoever wishes to be first among you will be the slave of all. For the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many." The Gospel of the Lord.
Reflection. Jesus' gentle truth. 29th Sunday in Ordinary Time. James and John, the sons of Zebedee, came to Jesus and said to him, "Teacher, we want you to do for us whatever we ask of you." He replied, "What do you wish me to do for you?" They answered him, "Grant that in your glory we may sit one at your right and the other at your left." Mark 10 verses 35 and 37. What a bold statement from James and John. But notice the gentleness in Jesus' response. The other apostles, however, were not as gentle. We read that when they heard about this request from James and John, they became indignant about it. In response, Jesus explains to them all that, "Whoever wishes to be great among you will be your servant, whoever wishes to be first among you will be the slave of all." Our fallen human nature is regularly tempted to desire worldly greatness, prestige, honors, and admiration. We want others to think well of us and even to envy us. But this is a sin. Recall that this was one of the temptations that Jesus overcame in the desert. The devil tempted our Lord by promising him earthly rule over all the nations. Jesus rejected this temptation and, by doing so, provides all the grace we need to do the same. One thing this passage reveals is that our Lord is patient with us as we work through our sin. He was patient and gentle with James and John while they attempted to gain places of honor next to him. He was patient with the indignation of the other apostles when they struggled with envy and jealousy. And Jesus will be patient with us as we work through the sins that most tempt us. In addition to his patience, Jesus also provides us with the tools we need to overcome our own temptations. One tool Jesus provides us with is truth itself. Jesus' truth, found in his many teachings and in the example he set, is often contrary to the wisdom of our age and the tendencies we experience within our fallen human nature. In fact, we can be certain that almost every tendency and desire we will experience in life will be disordered to a certain extent. This is because our human nature itself is disordered on account of original sin. The only way to reorder our desires and tendencies is to turn to the clear and profound truths our Lord has given us. Regarding the desire for worldly honors and greatness, Jesus provides the truth spoken above: "Whoever wishes to be great among you will be your servant. Whoever wishes to be first among you will be the slave of all." Do you desire to be a servant? And to go even further, do you desire to be the slave of all? Hopefully you do, but most likely you do not. The reordering of our desires and tendencies begins by gently confronting them with the truth Jesus spoke. It is helpful to see Jesus speak these words to us with all gentleness and love, just as he did to the apostles. Facing the truth within our fallen human nature does not have to be difficult. We only make it difficult when we refuse to admit our disorders. In reality, conversion of our hearts and the reordering of our desires can be a gentle, peaceful, and even joyful process if we allow our Lord to speak to us in the way he spoke to the apostles. Of course, when we become obstinate, self-righteous, or remain in denial, our Lord will become more severe and we will experience the pain of our sin. But when we face the truth with openness and with a willingness to let grace change us, we will convert more quickly and will experience the joy and freedom that the embrace of the truth bestows. Reflect, today, upon the disordered desires of these apostles. Reflect, also, upon Jesus' gentle correction of them. As you do, look into your own soul and seek to discover the disordered desires and tendencies that Jesus wants to reorder within you. Do not be afraid to face the gentle and freeing truths that our Lord wants to speak to you. Listen to Him, be open, and wisely accept what He says to you so that you will be free and will experience the joys that await. My freeing Lord, you speak all truth clearly and gently.
You desire to enter my life, reveal my sin, and help me to overcome it. Please give me the grace I need to always listen to you and to allow your words to change my life. Please free me from every disordered desire and tendency in my life, dear Lord, so that I can experience the joy of true freedom. Jesus, I trust in you,